Sunday of Lent, Palm Sunday. It is the beginning of our Holy Week. It has names, and I would say I would like to reflect on, call this Definition Sunday. There are two Gospels. The Gospel that precedes Mass is a recording of the events of Jesus coming close to Jerusalem, near the Mount of Olives, and the whole story of getting a colt and the intrigue of how could they ask for the... He didn't even ask for the owner's permission to take the colt. So there's lots of reflections about that. But it's really more about the consequences of Jesus coming into Jerusalem with celebration on the way in and degradation on the way out on Friday. We have a definition of Jesus in the second reading, where there's in chapter 2 of Philippians, he is defined as, he did not cling to the dignity of equality with God, something to be clung to, but became a servant. And the first reading is a song of a more faithful and suffering servant. And then we go to the gospel of this Mass, which opens at what we call the Last Supper. For the apostles, it wasn't the Last Supper. It was another supper, recalling, celebrating their identity as the saved people, celebrating the Exodus, the Passover, in which God creates the people of Israel from the slaves of Egypt and promises them a land and takes care of them. And they sacrifice a lamb, and they put the blood on the doorposts, and they eat unleavened bread for the journey. But he does it as a way of creating and being a new definition of God. I am the saving God. I serve my people. And then at the Last Supper, there are actually, in Luke's account, there are two sharings of cups. One, remembering, they're recalling the salvific event of the Exodus and the care of God and how God is serving them. And then Jesus uses that moment, that experience of recalling the Exodus, to begin the new Exodus and recreating the people of God, building on the tradition of our Jewish ancestors, creating a new people of God. So he breaks the bread, blesses it according to the Jewish custom, shared it, then he takes the cup, blesses it, shares it. But right after that, it's very interesting. An argument arises about which of them would be the greatest. Now they have had some wine, and it's quite a celebration, more than a little wine, usually. But they're of great spirit, and they're going to the Garden of Olives, where it was customary to pray and reflect. And on the way, they wonder who of them is considered the boss, the greatest among them. And then we have the great definition. Who is the greater, the one who sits at table or the one who serves? Isn't it the one who sits at table? And the higher up the table, the more honored they are. You want to know your title. Well, I'll give you mine. The one who sits at table is the greater, but I am among you as one who serves. That's a proclamation, a definition, an image that is then lived out in the rest of the gospel, in the rest of the passion narratives. Now, we are accustomed, we love what's new. And in hearing the gospel, you say, there's nothing new there. Tell us something new. Give us another experience. We've heard that over and over. What's new? You know, when you say to somebody, what's new? As soon as they tell you what's new, they say, oh, that's good. What else is new? We love the new. In reflecting on the events of the Passion, the crucifixion, the carrying of the cross, the falling, that's nothing new. Except each time we read it, we are new. We are different. We are a different person this Lent than last. We are a different person since last we were at the Eucharist. No matter if it was yesterday or last week or last year. We are new because we are different, because we have been created by life. And the climax is when Jesus is on the cross. The last word, the new word. Into your hands I commend my spirit, because into your hands I have given my body. Eat this. Take and eat this. Receive this. I am serving you. And one of the ways to listen to and pray with the Passion is the servant serving you. If you can get there. If you are poor enough to be there. If you are waiting skeptically, I want something really new. What's really new is his creation of each of us. So from the cross, he is still offering us his body as the lamb was slain for the people of Egypt, the Jews in Egypt. The liturgy of the Passion is, into your hands I commend my spirit, into your hands I commend my body, into your life I want to be servant and care for you, if you are poor enough to let me. And so one of the ways to pray the Passion is with hands open, to receive the life and love of the servant, and let that be new.